Hey Clashers, I wish everyone a wonderful Valentine's Day, and because this is a special day, we're going to receive a free box of troops, and free pretty much. It is a reward for a community event, but because those goals which are picked from Supercell are typically really easy to achieve, I would just call it pretty much for free. I will just show you the clip on how you can claim it in a second, and I want to watch it together with you because there was a little bit of an oopsie in there from Supercell of like teasing already future stuff. But before watching that as well, what we're going to do after then is going to dive into the numbers, into the hit rates from after the balance changes to see how much those balance changes actually changed when it comes down to the difficulty of the game. With that being said, let's start the clip and let's watch together. Let's go. Those events by now are always on the Supercell store, or like in the Supercell store, because, well, it makes sense for Supercell to like get people in there. It's easier for them because they do not have to share the cut from the app stores when people are using and buying things on the Supercell store. That's pretty much why they're promoting a lot. That's why us creators are promoting it a lot, and obviously we're getting more goodies to make it more worth it for the player, right? Well, there we go. We did not have to wait for too long because take a look at that. There are multiple things in this picture already of things which are getting, let's call it leaked, teased. You can pick the words you want, but we can see already a new mortar level from the design. We can see as well a new Tesla level as well from the design. So that's as well really likely to come eventually. I kind of like those two designs, to be honest, personally. Let me know how you like it. And as well, if you think I have skipped something, like which I missed, let me know as well, because there's actually two more things in the screen which are new. And the first one is, well, a lot of people said that the walls for Town Hall 18 didn't look that great. And it seems like in this picture, they look a little bit different. Like, obviously not like completely different, but a little bit darker, a little bit more epic in my opinion. So, well, maybe we're going to have a rework or redesign, I guess is the correct term, for the walls coming, because it kind of looks different, at least to me. Let me know if I'm going crazy here or not. The next thing which is different is, for that I have to remove this down here, is the Silver Pass icon is way bigger than before, and we have the ×2 of this green elixir on top. And if we compare this now, so if we change to one of my accounts where I do not have the Gold Pass, you can see the Silver Pass icon is way smaller, and on top of that, we have no double multiplayer or anything on top of that. So it seems like that there is as well something changing. We don't know yet if it's just the icon or what exactly, but it seems to be that something is changing over there as well with the pass. But yeah, so you can see overall, just with this little screen, there is plenty of things we can see. Now you could go completely bananas and try to have even more of like putting something into this where you're saying, the dragons do not look like different to what we have currently in the game, so maybe there's no new dragon level or something like that. But at the same time, if we're going forward, let's do that a little bit. You can see right here, none of those troops are actually maxed, right? So obviously they try to have non-max troops here to not spoil any possible new troop levels. So yeah, not sure how much you can get from that then, or like with knowing that with the new like maybe possible dragon level or not. But yeah, again, as I said, if you want to go bananas and really put as much thought into this as possible, you could try things like that. But I feel like the obvious 4 things which you can see with this screen is the new mortar design, the new Tesla design, which means like the new level, and then as well the new wall design. And then we have, as the last point, the difference in the Silver Pass, whatever this means, like if it's just the icon or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. So let's continue. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can claim the Book of Troops when like the targeted achieved goal, whatever, if the community has gotten that. and then we can claim the book for free pretty much. So that's the nice thing. And typically, the items from the Supercell store typically stack. So if you have already a book of the troops, it should stack. In theory, no safe call from my side, okay? Just so you know. Normally they stack, but yeah. So take that with a grain of salt. Maybe it's not working like that, but usually when those items are coming from there, you can stack them. But that's pretty much it. So donate troops as soon as the event starts, as you normally do if you're a good clanmate, right? I hope everyone donates. Then you're pretty much, yeah, just easily achieving the goal, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But hey, enough yapping about this the free magic item. Let's talk about the hit rates and how they have changed, or maybe not changed. And the best website for that is just ClashSpot. You can find a lot of different stats on here about like rankings, tournaments, whatever. But for us, the important thing is the statistics and the clan war league. Then we're going to take a look at January 1st. So we have something we can compare the stats to. Size of 15, because we want to take a look at Champion and Master, because this is where most of the Town Hall 18s are located. And most of the balance changes actually target Town Hall 18 as a Town Hall, right? So if we go down here now, not too much, so you can see everything. I know it's small, but hey, I think you can. I will tell you the numbers. So we're going to take a look at Champion. And as well, then up to Master, I believe. So Master 3, 45% triple rate, which is below 50%. Then right at 50% is Master 2. 58%, already way higher, is Master 1. Then 66, 72, 76% 3-star rate. So in Master 1, the 3-star rate is actually really high. So let's try to remember those. 45, 50, 58. I feel like those are the most important numbers because this is where most of those Town Hall 18s are. 45, 50, 58. Now we're going to February. This is where the balance changes were. So we're taking a look at 49. So 4% increase. 50 was it before. Now it's 56. 6% increase. Before that, it was it 60 or something? Right, no, it was 58, I believe, right? So again, round about 5% increase. Then in Champion was as well, a Champion 3, around about 5%. Then only 3, and then only like 1 to 2% increase in Champion 1. So it is kind of crazy. The lower you're getting, the higher or the more impact those balance changes had. At the top, there was not as much impact overall. I would assume because a lot of people baited throwers with like spring traps and such. So maybe that's how there were not as many 3-stars. I don't even know. But yeah, so that's quite interesting, I want to say. I feel like the biggest impact of those balance changes, actually, that's where the modifiers, like that's from the modifiers. Obviously, in Clan War League, there are no modifiers. But people already said, hey, those nerfs to the defenses, we had the nerf to the multi-gear cannon, to the revenge tower and such. All of those nerfs were not good whatsoever. Well, apparently they had some impact, but not the most impact as people were pretending, which is quite interesting in my opinion. But yeah, if you're talking, like if you're asking now me, what I would like to see balance change wise, I know people are always going crazy about that, but hey, I'm just saying, let me point out how many of you were correct that Sneezy is dead after telling me that I killed Sneezy, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Now, the one thing I would like to see, or like the one important thing I would like to see is having Thrower, having the stats reverted from the last buff. I don't mind about the movement speed. I think that's quite nice, especially if you have more complex attacks, like with adding a Warden Walk or something. But the last couple of hit points and DPS, I think it was 100 hit points and 10 DPS or something. It's not the world, but that was just not necessary whatsoever. There will be still strong, obviously, but yeah, that is just something which I would just revert, which is not technically even really a nerf because it's just a buff which was reverted, so it's just like same as before, right? Even it's still a buff because the movement speed would stick if things would happen as I would like it to see. That's pretty much the only thing which I feel like is really needed. Then obviously, Totem, we all know it's really strong. Pretty much every troop. We can do it with E-Dragons, Dragon Riders, Throwers, Meteor Golems, Super Yetis. You can play all of those strategies with like just mass totems, which is a little bit weird, but hey, it is a new strategy, I guess, so keep it as it is or something. But yeah, so Throwers to me are the only outlier, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of it pretty much. But let me know if you would like to see any changes. I don't know, maybe you guys are looking for some changes, buffs, nerfs, whatever. Let me know in the comments, and obviously if there's something which is like getting a lot of likes or something, I will obviously pass it to Supercell. And that's pretty much it for the video. Again, I will have the Supercell store linked down below in the description of the video, so you can find the community event really quickly. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next Clash 1. And then see ya, and bye-bye.